Yes. Welcome back to the Drivetime show. I'm Jamali Maddox.
I'm Elliot Still.
What's going on? All right.
We fixed the mic issue.
We haven't fixed the mic issue.
I fixed it.
So let's just jump straight into what's happened, right? So I was meant to... I'll put the blame on myself partly. And people who have... What episode are we on now? 5. If you've listened to this tinny podcast for 5 episodes, thank you. Your loyalty will not be forgotten in Valhalla, right?
Yeah, we'll remember it in Jannah.
We will remember it in Jannah. When we pass on to the next live, we will remember this.
It'll be me and Jamali welcoming you in, going, you listen to 5 episodes of, quite frankly, unacceptable audio problems.
Unacceptable audio. The audio that we've been putting out to you has been discussed.
Comedians who were doing quite well.
Yeah. We could afford mics. Anyway, so boom. It was my fault, but I'm trying to do something right now. I'm trying to move apartment. So I've been busy. So I fucked up and I didn't buy new mics, right? Cool. That's my fault. Elliot's texted me. No, Elliot, what? He rang me 2 nights ago, and Elliot's gone with his mumbled mouth. I'm gonna go buy them. I said, all right. I said, okay. Go buy these mics. And I said to him in the text, I can show the text message. I said, Elliot, buy good mics. And then Elliot comes today, goes, oh, I've got the mic. And I go, great, show us the mic. And they're exactly the same microphones that we have now. Literally the same brand.
Now, the man in high tech in Dalston,
yeah,
I asked him what mics to get, and he showed me those mics.
Yeah, it's the same mic, right?
I think the blame is on everyone else on this podcast, from you to our producer, for trusting me.
Yeah, it's our fault.
With what, let's be honest, a simple task. And you last night were like, oh, I've been busy, I can't order the mics. I played maybe 5 hours of Call of Duty with you this week.
Yeah, I was busy.
Speaking on better microphones through the game.
I was busy.
Yeah? Yeah. All those times you were dead on COD and I needed to revive you, you could have ordered the fucking mic. You just click a button on Amazon and they'd have been here. And
But I said to you that, I'll get them Wednesday.
Yeah.
Shall I order them last night? I had them in my trolley. I said, I'll do it. I'm going to do them now.
Don't do it now on the pod. Do it after the pod.
I'm gonna do it now.
The people have tuned in.
People want to see this.
People don't want to see this. They don't. People have tuned in for 2 of the country's most. People were so excited we were doing this podcast. One person commented, "We need this. Like, this is the podcast we need in these times." And so far, the 5 episodes have been you doing admin on a podcast and me failing to buy. We need this. This is what we need right now.
Yeah.
The right are rising. The boats are coming. And the 2 people could do anything about it. Haven't even sorted the sound quality. I did buy some covers for the microphones.
You did buy
Mike
covers.
and Vittorio have covers for the microphone. I went, I'm going to copy Mike and Vittorio.
And get the mics covered.
And get the mics covered. Now, I haven't copied anything else in terms of content, ability, or even chemistry on the podcast, I would say.
We don't really like each other.
We don't like each other, but our agents make us work with each other.
Yeah.
And here we are. And this is it. This is the podcast.
How you been, Elliot?
I'm good. I'm all right.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What have you been up to?
I've just been gigging about, man. I've got loads of gigs on this week that I don't really want to do. I've got to go down to the West Country. I don't really want to do it.
Oh,
It's too late to pull it.
It's
too late to pull it.
I remember having to... I remember when I first started, I'd have to do... Like, my agent would book me fucking stupid shit. I'd have to do one in Manchester on Friday, then go to Andover Saturday.
Yeah.
And then Sunday, I'm in Lincoln.
Yeah, and then...
It makes no fucking sense.
And you'd get the money for it and you'd go, wow, I did all that for 80 quid.
Yeah.
No, it is insane the amount of traveling you do with this job. But, there's people listening to this right now. I imagine everyone who listens to this is a bit... I would like to say they work in finance or something. That's not who we get. We get people who failed at school, I imagine.
Yeah, good.
And they're on a building site. And they're about our age and they're not above labouring. They've been doing it 12 years and they're still labouring. I know you're listening to this carrying a bucket while
that bucket, bro.
While some older Irish man yells at you and then you half-ass the job and some women's conservatory collapses in on them.
Carry that bucket. Society needs it.
We need you.
We need that bucket. Because you know what? We're sending away all the people that would carry the buckets. So white people, get ready to carry some buckets, man.
I love white people carrying buckets. We didn't even learn to put them on our head. We saw that happen and we were like, oh shit, there's a way better way to doing this. We watched an African Mama 4 carry way more than us. And then we were just there like, oh, we didn't even know that was an option.
Yeah.
That's our problem, man. We don't learn. We don't learn.
That's the problem.
Yeah, I think if we'd learned that earlier on, we'd have done less colonization.
Yeah. That's what would have slowed down the colonization.
100%. If we'd learned to carry buckets properly from earlier on, we wouldn't have needed to go everywhere else.
They must have strong necks.
What, the ladies who carry that?
Yeah.
Oh, bro, yeah.
That's some fucking trap muscle.
Bro, they're doing it. You know, like when you see wrestler exercises where they strengthen their neck and they're rubbing it on the floor. That's what African ladies do.
They got Soviet wrestling team necks.
Imagine that is what some Soviet. The way we going to strengthen neck today, we are going to carry 18 bricks on head to build well. That bit sounded offensive to everyone involved, so I think that cancelled it all out. But yeah, man, I'm all right. How are you?
I'm all right, man. I'm all right. Just trying to get this new fucking flat together.
Yeah. You looking forward to it? You're going to be a homeowner.
I'm going to be a homeowner.
Homeowner.
I am.
Homeowner.
Yeah, but that. I don't know. I feel weird about talking about being a homeowner during a recession. But you know what I mean? Like, it kind of feels, there's a bit of guilt attached.
Yeah?
Yeah. I've even downgraded the fact that I'm buying a house, not a flat.
I didn't want to say.
You know, I've downgraded it. I'm man of the people.
Yeah?
But no, I'm looking forward to it, man. It should be, it's just, there's this shit you got to do, and there's shit you got to pay for. And it's like I'm buying a house, and then it's like...
Let's not keep the mics moving, by the way.
Someone's telling me about stamp duty.
Yeah.
It's like Starmer's just there. You ever seen in Godfather 2, the guy who wears the suit, Robert De Niro, and he goes, just let me wet my beak. That's Starmer in my fucking pocket.
I don't think Starmer invented stamp duty.
No, but he's taken. Listen, I blame Starmer for everything.
That is everything. Now, if I miss a bus,
Starmer. Yeah, but any fucking government then.
Yeah, it's just legalized.
Who made stamp duty?
Oh, well, I tell you what, some people we can't say on the podcast, mate. Let me tell you that. We're gonna be cancelled from that, aren't we? Yeah, we'll be IDF'd very quickly. No, it was I think it's to do with I'm straying into this subject like I'm ever gonna own property. As a man who sleeps on a mattress at his dad's house, I've never been more out my depth in a conversation.
It was King William III and Queen Mary II.
Ooh, and when were they around?
Oh, it's 1694.
Yeah, well, get rid of it.
Yeah, get rid of stamp duty.
Jamali shouldn't have to pay.
I shouldn't have to pay taxes. Why am I paying taxes, bro?
Yeah,
I'm moving Dubai, bro.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What a soulless fucking life that
Great.
would be. What a
Can't fucking wait.
What a soulless. Everyone who moves to Dubai and like, yeah, it's great. It's like, yeah, because everyone's a slave.
Yeah.
It's just so funny when people.
And I want to be so rich, one looks like you. That's how rich I want to be.
You got to earn a lot of money for me.
I just crack him in the rib. Just fucking crack him.
Oh, bro, owning a slave.
Oh, mate, I'm telling you now, man. I'm moving to Dubai, bro. I'm done with this.
What kind of slave owner would you be?
Oh, fucking sitting on the porch with lemonade.
Oh yeah. Would you put on a little southern twang?
Yeah, put a little southern twang. Go, oh, Elliot, go carry that barrel on your neck.
Yes, master. I'll go. Can I put on some twang if I'm a slave?
Nah, it really brought down the bit.
Even if I'm the slave in this situation?
Do you know what? It made me uncomfortable being involved in this bit.
Really? I would have been. Do you know, I'd have been a terrible slave owner. Because I'd have wanted to be, like, I have that white thing where I want to be accepted by the black community. So I'd have been like trying to be cool, trying to be chill with them, but still being like, hey guys, you still got to get the work done.
Yeah. You're trying to be fun manager.
Yeah.
You're trying to be like, hey, yeah, I like a laugh too, but come on.
Hey, we're all going to work a little bit of overtime tonight, but do you know why? Because we're a family here. And so I was like, no, you gave me 40 lashes for not doing enough. That's not family.
No, that'll be your position. I like how you think you would ever be in the position of the owner. You'd be the redneck.
That bit. Oh, I'd have been working as well.
Yeah.
Nothing worse as a white person than you'd find out you'd have been. Then you'd have been one above the slight. That is
you're the worst white.
Oh, that's like, if they go, that's me.
Yeah.
That's the worst kind of white.
You wouldn't live in Dubai?
No, I think I had
me and you do the pod in Dubai. We're fucking killing it.
Yeah, with microphones that don't work. Yeah. Our slave brings the same microphone. We stamp him to death on the pod. Imagine doing that. You just stamp a slave to death on a pod, and then you're like, anyway, guys, so subscribe to the Patreon. Keep it. No, I wouldn't. I had the girl from the saga. She was going to look to work in Dubai, And everything.
How long did she go work in Dubai for?
No, she was looking to go out there. She
was going to move there.
Yeah. And
you don't think that would have suited her?
no, because I think Dubai has this thing. I feel like Dubai. Now I've never been, so it's wrong of me to judge it. But everyone I know who goes and enjoys it out there isn't my kind of person, and that's okay for them to live like that. It's a very like all they want to tell you is that they don't really pay much tax and it's safe. And then when you really dig into that, you go, yes, because the reason like crime happens a lot is because people are in poverty or mental health issues. And the reason the crime doesn't happen out there is because if someone does steal your phone, their family get thrown into some horrific prison and they get beaten. And I don't think that's a better society than maybe solving why people feel the need to steal.
But have you ever been to a really good buffet?
Ooh, okay.
The buffets are great.
I didn't take that into account. No.
The buffets are great.
How good we talking?
Like, some of the best buffets I've ever had.
And you're a man who knows a buffet.
And I like a buffet.
And you're a man who knows a buffet. Okay, well, maybe a couple of women being shat on and thrown overboard on a yacht is a small price to pay for being able to get good sushi in the desert.
It's good sushi in the desert.
But there's no culture to it. There's no actual culture. Culture comes from poor people and the mixing of communities creating things and people learning from each other. That doesn't exist there. That's why they have to import culture. And that's why the people who go there and enjoy it are morons, genuine cultureless fucks who go, oh, it's amazing, they've got a Hakkasan. And it's like, yeah, because they had to import it. Whereas, you know, you go out in Dalston, there's good Turkish food. There's other things. But there's things around there that add like a sense of vibe in the community, and it's a bit vibrant. The same as if you go to Brixton. There's a whole history there. You don't really have that.
Yeah.
You
say, I'm moving to Dubai.
Yeah, you can do that. Yeah, you're just going to go on it. That's all everyone, I went there and I went on a jet ski.
Yeah. You've been on a jet ski?
No, is it good?
That's why you're talking like you don't go jet skis and you don't go buffet and you don't go
on jet skis, bruv, it's to patrol the channels.
But
I want to stop him. Imagine chasing after him on a jet ski. I'll be sick. I'll jump over the boat on a
yeah. I went on
a little flip.
I went on a jet ski, but they only give you like 20 minutes. So it's like, and there's like a guy there. So it's basically, there's like a small section of the sea you're allowed to ride.
Yes.
And once you ride out of that, they fucking chase you down.
Yeah, of course. You can't just go into shipping lanes.
Oh, yeah. you can't. You can't go shipping lanes. That's the only place I fucking ride.
Yeah.
Shipping lanes, bro.
You're just chasing after cargo.
Yep. No, I'm getting coke shipments.
In Dubai.
Yeah, I'm just nicking coke shipments. But no, I went in Mexico because I remember did I ever tell you when I spent 2 weeks in Cancun?
No.
I've never told you.
Bro, I didn't know you'd been. This is literally, we never talk about anything. There's like whole bits of our lives that are just mysteries to each other.
So basically, this is it. But anyway, I'll tell the story. So I went, I was dating a girl in America at the time.
Mm-hmm.
She was British, but she moved to America to do some job. And it was during COVID. And the only way, and I booked a tour in America.
Mm.
And the only way I could get into America was I had to go to what they deemed was like a COVID-safe country and then go to America. So I picked Cancun for 2 weeks.
COVID safe haven.
Bruv, it was the worst fucking 2 weeks of my life, bro. I just stayed on this resort for 2 weeks. Everything was like mostly shut.
Mm.
And it was just like, it was like a ghost town of what was like a rave city.
Mm.
And it was just kind of, you're stuck in your room. And I was just in Cancun by myself for 2 weeks.
Man of the people, the worst 2 weeks of my life was on a beach in Cancun.
It was
Jamali.
No, all right. Well, listen, we're going to cut that again.
But so what? You can like do anything?
There's no jet ski. That was the only thing that was open.
When you went to like the donkey sex show, did the donkey still have a mask on as well? You had to socially distance, get sucked off by a donkey.
No, but you go Cancun and it's like, it's sort of like, yeah, it's so fun. And then like you'll sort of walk somewhere, and I went to a restaurant and I went outside for a cab and the guy was like, yeah, but you got to wait inside because you'll get robbed here. It's just like, everything is just like, it's like a lot of crime.
Mm.
Like a lot, and I don't speak Spanish, so I'm just to just walk everywhere.
Yeah.
You think when I went Puerto Rico, I walked around, and I verged out from the hotel, and it started getting bad, worse and worse and worse. And I came back, and the hotel people were like, "So where did you go?" And I went, "Oh, I went down here," and they just said, "Don't ever fucking go there again, you mad cunt." And I just kind of like, but Cancun, you can't really do that shit. You can't walk around. You just kind of boxed it. It was fucking shit, man.
Bro, do you know who's the worst for like just going to places they shouldn't go on holiday? My dad.
Oh, yeah.
Bad for it.
Yeah.
Bad for it. He was in Cape Town.
Yeah.
And
lovely.
Yeah, like 2000, maybe 2001, 2002. So like not long after, you know, apartheid and stuff. It's not, that's still not going on. And he told me this story about 5 years ago. He was like, "Oh, I never told you what happened out there." I went, "What?" He was like, him and his pal were walking round and went, "Let's go find the worst bar we can find."
In Cape Town?
In Cape Town.
Yeah.
And they walk in and he said it was like just this wooden like hut with like a metal sheet on the roof. And he's walked in there. And he's like having a few beers. The beers are cheap and stuff.
Yeah,
you know,
so I'd expect it to be cheap.
Yeah. Sorry, mate, you got a Camden Hells on draft, have you?
Yeah.
Walks in, and he said he sat there drinking, and you order, the guy's behind like chicken wire.
Yeah.
And he's ordering.
Which is a great sign.
Ordering. They're the only, it's him, the guy behind the bar. They're the only two white people in there, right?
Yeah.
And they're just, everyone sat down, being like, bars, beers. So they're buying these beers. And then he's like, and one guy starts getting like, "There's still mini suffering here. Still mini suffering." And
it's
like,
a black guy.
Yeah. Well, yeah. And like, they're going like, "You need to leave."
Okay.
And they're like being like, and then my dad goes up to the bar and goes, "I think we're in a spot above her." And the guy behind the bar went, "My friend, they are going to beat you and take you for everything you have." And my dad's like, "How do I get out of this?"
Why does he own this bar?
I don't know.
Well,
because it's South Africa, isn't it?
What a mad business plan. Is I'm going to open a bar with chicken wire and serve people. What a fucking mad... Do you know what a mad bastard to open that business?
Yeah. And then my dad and his...
An already volatile situation. Let me pour booze on it.
Yeah, and my dad's there for the cricket.
Yeah, your dad's there.
He's there in his like little white
Fucking
linen.
mad
just
bastard.
walking in there. And then the guy came out with a big stick and like hit someone, and then my dad had to run out. And my
He
dad
came from behind the chicken wire.
And then my dad was like, "Yeah, I didn't tell your mum that story. I just said I had a nice time up like Table Mountain." Or it might have been Johannesburg or so. It was a...
Yeah, I went, it was Table Mountains, Cape Town, because I went Cape Town, and it's just, and even you go to like the really nice area, and it's barbed wire. It's beautiful country.
Yeah.
Lovely people, beautiful country. You didn't see anything bad. But I remember it was New Year's. And so everyone tells you, listen, when you get a cab, you get the cab to your hotel.
Yeah.
And I'm with my girl at the time. And my girl is just like, you know, she was like, she'll book, if you let her book the holiday, and we're going Brazil, and before I know it, I'll blink my eyes and I'm in a fucking favela.
Yeah, right. Okay.
You know what I mean? She's just like, let's go somewhere local. And it's
Yeah.
like, just stay where they say you should stay. So anyway, we went to this fucking... So we and he can't get us to the hotel, and the cab driver just said, "Yeah, so I'm gonna have to let you out here. I'm sure you'll be safe." He was like,
not my fucking
yeah,
problem.
he goes, "I'm sure you'll be fine. It's New Year's. You'll be all right." And it's just, yeah.
Well, I was in a cab in Vegas with my pal. We were on a mate's stag do. Me and my mate stayed out drinking. We had this class night. We got chatting. We got chatting at the casino to these like cool fucking people. We're just all sitting there gambling, having drinks. Like it was really funny because they were teaching us about like, they were like kind of explaining to us about like gang culture in America is like, you know, they were SoCal.
And what did you teach her about football?
No, we talked about Harry Potter.
Why didn't you tell about the firm?
Well, we did. Well, they were asking us about Harry Potter.
Like, cultural exchange.
Yeah. And then we got in this cab after a great night. And they do this like trick in Vegas. If you get in the yellow cabs, all the cabs that will start beeping. Like it's a bit of a tourist trap thing, right?
Why they all start beeping?
It's to make out there's a rush and you got to get in the cab. It's like they start like honking and beeping and like quick, get in. Making out.
What?
I know. It's just what they do. I didn't.
And you're such a square. You'll be like, oh, and I bet you've done a little run.
We did do a little run.
Yeah, I know you did. You did that.
We were dressed as the Avengers. I was dressed as Groot.
And you did a little like jog, didn't you?
Yeah, did a little jog. Got in the cab. And the quickest way to our hotel, we knew this, was down the strip.
Yeah.
And this guy like starts taking us on all these freeways and stuff to run up the meter. And we're like, mate, no, just down the strip. And he's like, nah, man. He's like trying to be overly friendly and stuff. So my mate's this big Geordie lad. And
Why don't you get Uber?
Well, yeah, I mean, in hindsight, but then
I'm just checking.
it would be a terrible story for the podcast, wouldn't it, if I went and then we got in an Uber?
Okay, yeah.
So we're in this cab. He's like, so this sort of like, not argument, but like funny thing sort of breaks out where we're like, mate, you're meant to go down here. And we're like doing jokes. He's going to drop us off in the desert, right? And he said something a bit like slightly aggressive to my mate.
Yeah.
He was a bit like, you know, man, you're coming from another country. I don't know who you're talking to, but like saying it in like a funny way. And my mate went, if you're talking to me like that, bruv, you better be concealing.
Well, why is your mate talking like that?
Yeah, well, that was my reaction as well. Well, my mate said it in a funny way.
Oh,
my mate thought he was bantering with the guy.
Is he concealing your mate?
No. So we're now dropped off in the middle of Vegas. He just pulls over and he's like, get out my fucking cab. And we just had to walk back to ours. And it was like a 30-minute walk. And I was like to my mate, like, what'd you do that for?
Did you have to pay him?
Yeah, I had to pay him $40.
So you paid him. Why'd you pay him?
Well, he might have been concealing.
And you just dressed as Groot.
Yeah, bro, I'm there. I'm in a tree outfit with a Groot mask on and a couple twigs.
Have you ever been scammed?
Every day of my life.
Like, have you ever been
I couldn't even buy microphones.
Yeah, you got scammed with microphones. I forgot. Have you ever been like, you never tried like free car Monty and all that?
No. My thing with like...
You ever tried to do the one where you hold your arm up on the bar?
No, my thing with all of that stuff is I know it's like the reason I don't invest in anything is I know by the time it gets to me, the bubbles burst. I'm too thick.
Yeah.
So You've
never done like a pyramid scheme?
No, I have a mate who made a bit of money in crypto, and I asked him about it one time, and he went, "Don't get involved. You're going to get hurt." That he was like, "If you really want to learn about this stuff, it's a job. You have to spend hours and hours each day researching it. Keep looking at what's going on." He goes, "What happens when it's pushed out to people? That's to get people in and fuck them." So he went, "So whatever you do, don't get involved."
A friend of mine's dad thought he was buying an Apple Mac, but he bought 2 slabs of wood. He bought 2 slabs of wood.
Just 2 slabs of wood.
Yeah, it was like a guy with like...
I said, why is it not working?
Yeah, bruv. He's fucking gone. He's bought... So the guy's obviously gone, here's a laptop, you know.
Bro, my dad,
and it was fucking... And then he took it home, and it was 2 slabs of wood. And it was like, did you not look at it before you...
How much did he pay?
Paid like 300 quid.
Fucking hell.
This was like when Macs were new.
Oh my God.
So obviously he's bought it. It was in the Mac box.
So wait, he's gone and met the guy.
So basically the guy's come up to him on the road.
Ready.
Yeah. Come up to him on the road, had a MacBook and gone like, you want to buy a MacBook? And he's like, all right, cool. And he goes, let me go cash point. So he goes cash point, takes out the free bills. He gives him a bag with a MacBook box. He takes it home and it's 2 slabs of wood.
I would pay to see his face when he gathered the family round.
You better need decking. You better have some decking need doing, bro.
He looked out on his decking, the most expensive bit of decking ever paid for.
He bought 2 slabs of wood.
Bro, there was
300 quid.
My dad is like the master of like anything with builders.
Yeah.
Anything.
Oh, he can haggle.
No. The opposite. He's gonna get got. So
okay.
We're having a problem at the minute with Yuri, the Moldovan, who doesn't speak any English, just didn't turn up to do any work yesterday. But my dad all the time. One time, these builders came, caused a flood and just nicked our chairs. Never came back. Never came back.
Nicked your chairs?
Well, they nicked our nice chairs.
How did they nick them?
They just took them. Just took our chairs. I came down, there was no fucking chairs.
You know right now, bro, he's just sitting there.
Well, yeah.
Counting your dad's money still, sitting on them comfy chairs.
My dad was like, oh, can you call him up? So I called him up and I'm like, Dave. By the way, it turned out the guy's name was Koki Dave.
Yeah.
And then I was like, Dave, mate, where's the chairs? You've nicked our chairs. He's like, no, that company don't exist anymore. So me and him started having like a screaming match on the phone.
So just because the company doesn't exist, you still nicked them?
Yeah,
like the person exists?
As if that holds up in court.
So he said...
You can rob a bank and go, oh, but the company that I worked for that robbed that bank don't exist anymore. And then the judge goes, not only have your words moved me, but the jury, I'm throwing this out of court.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just took our chairs and now there's no nice chairs in our house.
And your dad hasn't replaced them up until now?
No, we got some shitty ones.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
bet you got a little folding chair.
Yeah, bro, literally, like, it was fucking...
You got the type of chairs they hit each other with and wrestling. Just some blue chairs.
So Undertaker comes around and nicks my chairs. Yeah, there's always an issue. There was one, I think I told it on this podcast before, there was a company who came around to fix the plumbing, and then it turned out when I looked into the company that the owner of the company had been in prison for trying to like sell arms in another country.
I see. The thing is,
one of the one-star reviews.
As long as you do my roof, or as long as you do the conservatory to a good job, have you sold some arms?
So if someone's like, I've been selling arms to what are they, Boko Haram.
All right, listen. Maybe not the Boko.
But how good a job do they have to do?
Oh, to sell from Boko Haram.
Boko Haram.
Damn. If they do if they do a 4-star job.
There's loads of little like child soldiers building your roof, and you're like, I don't like it, but they do good work.
Start knocking and say, "Fuck me, it's good fucking work."
you come home and there's a cobalt mine just being set up.
What happened to the Boko?
Yeah.
The Loco Boko, man. They just fucking, they went off, man. You don't hear about that.
And the Loco Boko.
You don't, the old little Loco Boko. You don't hear about them no more, do you?
No, man. They've fallen off. They're a bit...
they fell off.
They're a bit like Leeds. They were big back in the day, but now
Leeds were big back in the day.
Fighting to stay up now. They're not in it anymore.
Al-Qaeda
as well. You don't hear much from the Qaeda anymore.
Al-Qaeda.
The crazy
ISIS.
Qaeda.
Don't even ISIS.
Well, ISIS got there. They was it when Abdul Baghdadi? Is it Abdul Baghdadi?
Abdul Big Baghdadi. Baghdadi.
Yeah, I can't say that, but yes.
The Big Baghdadi.
The Big Baghdadi. When he got his comeuppance.
His
comeuppance. They sort of fell apart. They had a leadership argument because I was watching. I've been watching a lot of stuff about Afghanistan recently. A very, very, very interesting country about how it's just been trying.
Would you go?
It looks beautiful.
Patreon. Next Patreon trip, we're gonna go Afghanistan.
Us, the Taliban, the crossover you've been waiting for, and imagine we didn't do it.
We started doing content with them.
But, except the collab.
Yeah.
Except the collab on the clip.
That's funny.
So I've been watching, there's 2 really good documentaries I watched. One of them was, I would say both are in the top 10 I've ever watched. One is in the top 5. I love watching documentaries. And one of them was called, I forget what it's called. It was a Vice one. Winning, this is what winning looks like. Amazing, about like the Americans trying to train up the army before leaving, and how what I liked about it is there's enough docs that are like the Americans are pieces of shit, and it's like, here's why the troops on the ground were failing. They were actually trying to like train this army up, and we're like, this is an impossible situation.
Sorry to cut you off.
No,
I will forget. Did I ever tell you about the podcast I did where I got asked to do a podcast for the Imperial War Museum?
Oh, sick.
Where basically, no, you say, oh, sick. Basically, I had to walk around the museum with an ex-army general who was in the Afghani war, the Afghanistan war. And I then had to question him about the Afghanistan war. And I can tell you something now. I was not qualified for that job. I was not qualified for that job, bro. And there was another lady there.
You keep going, Hellman's Province, is that where the mayonnaise comes from?
Yeah, man, bruv. I was not qualified.
I lost a leg out there, bro.
Yeah, man. He's talking about how he saw his mates die, and I'm just trying to keep it light.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
I mean, that's something I'd like. If they're listening, I'd love to do that, and I would keep it as imperial as you'd like.
I think I did it, and they stopped doing the pod.
Yeah, I can see why. I mean, but this documentary, I recommend it to anyone. It's very good on the showing how, like, one of the troops out there, they have this moment where the ambassador for Afghanistan arrives and he doesn't speak to one of the main troops who's just on the podcast, on the dock, is being really honest, going like, yeah, this is an impossible situation. Like, there's this great scene where he goes to like one of the police chief just disappears for 3 months.
Yeah.
who's meant to be like leading this coalition.
Or he's having a rave.
He just fucks up, and then he just comes back.
Yeah.
And he just disappeared for it. And they're like, what are you? And he's like, yeah, I'm back in charge now. And they go to...
Sick. That guy is fucking sick. That guy fucking rules. Are you dumb? That guy is a fucking legend. I'm the police chief. I'm just gonna fuck off for 3 months.
Just goes away for 3 months.
Just goes away. Just goes away as a couple fucking bevies and then comes back and just be like, yeah, back in charge.
Well,
and no one says nothing.
Well, this is the thing. This leads into the other documentary I watched, right? The problem they had there is there's this thing where like everyone keeps like young boys as their like mistresses, right? It's fucked up.
Yeah.
And so they go to the police chief, or the new police chief, and they're like, bro, like the villages are all fucked off that you keep, having it off with young boys. Stop it. And he's like, you can't have this. And the guy's like, what are you going to do? That's literally...
All right, he doesn't rule. I wish I would see the film before I said he ruled. He doesn't rule.
Jamali was like, this guy's done that.
Yeah, he doesn't rule. I take it back.
Some evidence has come to light.
Yeah.
This is like, you're like those people who got a photo with Jeffrey Epstein. And then they're suddenly like, I've some things have come to light, new allegations, and I wasn't a friend with Jeffrey.
Yeah, I actually didn't know Jeffrey. Like, you literally stayed at his house. I didn't know him. No, that's bad, yeah.
So then the other one I watched, again, one of the best bits of investigative journalism I've ever seen, and what the
Dancing Boys of the Afghan.
Dancing Boys of Afghanistan, and what the guy who makes it is very good at is he's doesn't shy away from asking very intense, like warlords, ex-Mujahideen warlords, very invasive, tough questions that are putting him in danger. Whereas when I was doing a slap fighting doc, I was like, oh, police like me. Whereas this guy, I'd go out and I'd be like, oh, I hope they ask me to be in a Mujahideen. And he does this doc about like the horribleness, the harrowness, the despicable acts of depravity that these men are doing to these young boys in Afghanistan, and highlighting this issue. It was only on like 250,000 views as well, which I thought it should have been on a lot.
No, I mean, it's one of the things of it's on a bunch of YouTube pages, because it was a Dispatches doc.
Really?
Yeah, it was a Channel 4 doc originally. Yeah, I remember seeing that years ago. That's a great film.
It was incredible. And so that's what I think, maybe if you're looking to do another doc sometime.
Who, me?
Yeah. But your thing is you just go out there, and I'll do it with Channel 4, and Channel 4, when they wanted me to get slapped for a slap fighting doc, will be like, go on, Elliot, do a little dance.
Yeah.
Get buggered by one of the Mujahideen, Elliot. Go on, we need it for a real.
How close was you to getting slapped in your doc?
So the first meeting...
Elliot did a documentary about slap fighting.
So I can say this now, right?
For Channel 4.
For Channel 4.
Online.
I'll be completely honest about it. The first meeting we had, I made it abundantly clear I wasn't getting slapped.
Yes.
And they were a bit like, not the channel, but the director through the production company. Channel 4 were great to work with. The director was a bit like...
You were really dancing for your supper, innit?
Bro, I'm like that boy in Afghanistan. I'm going out in front of Channel 4 with a couple bells on. Do a little jig.
Yeah.
No, Channel 4 were good. They are good to work for. And
yeah, they're cool.
The guy was like, well, and I was like, I don't think I should get slapped. So when I met Lewis and Craig, shout out Lewis and Craig, who I filmed with, they were slap fighters. They were like to me on the first day, they're like, bruv, don't let us slap you. Like, it will fucking hurt. And we'll probably knock you out. Like, we're heavyweights. Well, I'm not getting slapped. So I was like to them, like, I'll wear pads.
Yeah.
I'll do a bit of pad work with them and stuff. And they kept being like, maybe we could. And I was like, I'm not getting slapped. And there was a day where I went to Manchester top team. Bear in mind, I'm not really much of a striker. Not that I was before.
No, sorry to cut you off, but can you tell the thing that you sent to us? Remember it had the piece of paper that you sent to us? Because you said, I'm not getting slapped. And then they sent you a piece of paper and it had the full breakdown of the day. And it said, 1 o'clock, Elliot gets slapped.
Yeah. And I sent it like back to my agent, like, what's this? We break for lunch after I'm getting put in an ambulance. What the fuck is this? So like, they sent me to Manchester top team, one of the best gyms in the country. And they were like, we need a couple, like, they didn't really explain it well. They were like, we want some clips of you training. So I thought I was going there just do a bit of pad work and that. Bruv, they sent me to like professional sparring. And these guys, like I turned up with all these camera people and that. I've trained a little bit in my life. I sort of know the rules of sparring. But when you're coming in from another gym, people are going to put it on you a little bit. They're also going to put it on you if you turn up with a Channel 4 documentary team.
Yeah, because they want to look good.
Yeah. And the owner of the gym beforehand went, they said I fought amateur fighting before. I've never fought amateur. I've only ever fought in a club. They said I fought amateur before. So, and he went, this is Elliot. He knows how to fight. Give him a good Manchester welcome. Bro, I was fighting for my life.
Beat you up,
Beat, head kicks, the lot.
They show in the doc?
No, it was absolutely pointless. There's one like little 2-second clip of me just bobbing and weaving between some pads. And I was like, oh, good. I went out. It was a cool experience. I like going to train at gyms and it was a lot of fun. But during that, he's like, you've got to interview the fighters, so we need you to drop out of training. And I'm like, look, let me just explain something about training as someone who's done a fair bit of it. Being bad at it is absolutely fine. Quitting is unacceptable. Unacceptable. So if I drop out of this sparring for whatever reason, none of the fighters are going to respect me. So we're not going to get good interviews. Right? It's a thing with training that there is. So at the end of it, I said that to the fighters. Like they were like, "Oh no, if you dropped out, would have thought like, oh what a gimp." You know what I mean? I've turned up with a camera crew, thrown a couple punches, and left.
Man, shit, I would have dropped out. I would have walked off.
I see your white belt there.
Yeah, I would have quit, man.
White belt with no stripes.
Yeah, damn right, bro.
Yeah, but then there was an argument because I went to get some water, and he was like, "We need to mic you up," and I'm like, "I'm allowed the human right of having some water."
The human right.
The fucking human right to have a bit of
I think he
water.
should have left you thirsty, bro.
Bro, I'm just dead dehydrated. I just collapsed on the fucking floor. But have you had anything like that while filming a doc?
Oh, man. So many experiences. We can get into another pod. I've got fucking hours and hours of fucking not wanting to
I've caused
shit.
absolute bedlam at times. Absolute chaos.
Yeah, I mean, filmmaking is a craft that takes a long time, and the problem is that a lot of time. How can I put this? Sometimes you're going to work with directors where
we got on in the end, me and that director.
Yeah, I'm sure he's a lovely guy, but I'm saying you and the problem is what I found is directors actually don't want a contributing host. They want someone who will stand where they want them to stand and say the lines they want them to say. There's a difference between people who want to be presenters and filmmakers. And I always wanted to be a filmmaker. I didn't want to be a presenter. And the problem is you don't come across a lot of directors that want to work with filmmakers. They want to work with presenters, and that's the problem.
Yeah. So let me just, before we move on to advice, just say this, like, because I think the doc we made was good and stuff, but within the doc there was a storyline that I think, which is why that shows in society as society starts to fall and stuff. That is the camera. Okay. Should we keep it on? Is that one fine? Is that okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. So within the doc, there was
Overheated.
There was a story about, two brothers, working class lads, fighting their way out of an area in this new sport. And I had an interesting conversation with people who are CTE specialists and stuff like that. And it's a really good conversation where I raised the point that this is people's way out. So if you want things like this to stop, you need to create a fairer and more equal society where people don't feel the need that they have to go do this, because this is a way out for people. That's what fighting is. It's a way out for people. And that is shown in society at the minute as we're seeing this wealth cap and all this hoarding of money, that working class people are being fucked over, so they're going to look for other avenues, as you're going to see with football violence and things like that. That's what people turn towards. And kind of I realized partway through what they wanted was, someone got slapped. And it's like, I know that is interesting, but, we've seen beheadings on the internet. If you go on Twitter, people are...
I know what you mean. This is the last bit we'll do, and then we're going to get into problems. But this is... Whenever I make a doc, the thing that I don't like to do is I look at things as the 3 W's, and what people like to focus on is what's happening and what they've said. Because that's sensationalism. He's getting slapped. He's this, he's that. But really, it's who they are and why they are is more interesting.
Yes.
And that's the difference between, I think, of presenting and filmmaking. But listen, man, you're young, you'll fucking make some more films and you'll make it how you want to make it.
It was a fun experience, and I'm happy with what we made, and the directors and stuff and the producers were correct on a lot of things, and I was wrong on certain things as well, you know, not just to sit here and say I'm absolutely spot on with everything. Like, they were totally correct about some stuff, and, you know, I concede that. And also, I think the one thing was to condense it into 20 minutes is a really hard thing to show if it was like 40 minutes or so, but I'm glad I did it. I'm glad with what we made. And everyone I worked with was amazing, and there was no issues despite what I've just said.
All right. Great. I'm glad we've cleared that up. Now, to go from that about filmmaking, let's talk about fucking people's problems.
Yes. This is the new section. I've made a theme song for it.
All right, go on.
Advice with Uncle Jamali and Auntie Elliot. Here is the advice.
I was going to call you, I thought I was Uncle Jamali, you're annoying cousin Elliot.
Oh, I was going to be Auntie Elliot.
Okay, Auntie Elliot.
Agony Auntie Elliot.
All right.
And Uncle Jamali.
So we got this sent in. This was an anonymous one.
Okay.
So I got this sent in. I was in a relationship with a girl when I was a teenager. And ever since then, we've been sleeping together. Even if she's been with someone else and I've been with someone else, we've been fucking. She's now with a close friend of mine, and me and her are still getting intimate. What do you reckon?
You know the answer to this, bro. What have you written
See,
in?
this is the thing. I didn't even realize she said she's now with a close friend of mine. Bro, that's mad, you know. There's two ways of thinking about this, isn't it, El? Number one, that's a close friend of yours. There's no sex worth ruining a friendship. But at the other end, it's the perfect crime.
It's a good crime.
It's a good crime. You're never going to get caught.
Yeah. Well, no, you are, in case that you just got to hope there's not a big argument one day and then, I've been fucking your friend this whole time.
Yeah, for years.
That is, he made me come. You never, you know what I mean? And then, that would turn me on a little bit, actually.
Yeah. This is his dilemma. This is your fantasy.
This is me. I've written it in hoping it happens. I'm trying to manifest it.
Fuck, man.
No, that there, you know what you're doing is wrong.
Yeah, that's evil,
and you've
man.
given in to quote, you know, Carl Jung and the shadow self. You've given into part.
Why are you not with her?
Yeah, what, like, you're
but
just...
It's just a thing of, like, why are you still... Because it's been going on for time. Why are you not just with this girl at this point?
Because there's something that's hot about it to them. And they're like, and I know what's happened. They still remain friends. They get on. They'll be in a relationship, so it'll be forbidden. And then there'll be the time they're like... And I know if it's the guy, will have gone, yeah, but we used to, you know, that sex was good, innit? And she'll be like, yeah, it was, but I'm with Jason now, and you know, he's like, yeah, but and she's like, I do think about it sometimes. Yeah,
and then that's when she opened the door,
and then there'll be that little bit of the open door, and you'll be like, maybe we should do it again sometime. No, maybe I do think about it, and then that building. What you need to do,
God, your girl voice is terrifying.
Yeah,
I hate me a woman with that voice.
Oh my God, that's
horrible.
What you need to do, I would advise, is every time the chat gets slightly sexual, just go have a wank. A wank
would really change a lot of people's decision making. There's been times where I've nearly joined ISIS. And I've had a wank and I've gone, oh, fuck, I believe in democracy, actually.
The West isn't all bad.
Yeah, the West is all right, actually. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I think that's the problem is, Elliot, I think that's amazing advice.
Every time before I go vote, I have a wank.
You have a wank.
And that has stopped me voting reform.
Yeah. No, for sure.
That has stopped me voting reform.
I've nearly gone Tory and then I've come and I've gone, I don't believe in
I go down there and I go, no, Zach Belansky, he's got some points.
Yeah,
he's
actually, you know what? Actually, he's all right.
Yeah.
I don't care if he used to be a hypnotist.
Yeah,
he's all right.
That you can't be doing that, man. Like it's you're just ruining a lot of people's lives, and everyone's going to be mad at you, and they're going to have a right to be mad at you. It's not, you know, I've done some crud.
The consequences are going to be terrible because it's like it's not even just that. All of your other friends are going to now know you as a cunt. You know what I mean? Your family's going to find out.
Everyone's
going to know. And your girl Now you got bother with your missus.
It's
not worth
important,
it, man.
It's important as well. Like I think in like a basis of a good friendship, if like my mate and my wife or like my girlfriend or whatever are able to have a relationship where it's like, oh yeah, we're friends. You know what I mean? Like it like that's. And now as well, if I know you're the kind of guy, if that comes out where you've been doing that, I'm like, I can't have this guy around. And women as well, man, they've got like, you know how like gay guys have gaydar? Women have creepdar. Like they're able to, you ever like introduce someone to a girl and your girl's like, oh, I don't know about him.
Yeah, all of my friends.
Yeah, all of
anyone I've ever bought.
And they're like, I don't like that guy. And you're like, oh right, they sense something that I don't pick up on as a straight man. And yeah, you have to, bro, or if it's a lady, if you're a woman and you have a wank, sometimes that can make you more horny. So then, I don't know, maybe abstain from sex for a little bit. People always say this, go to therapy and figure out why you're doing it. You know why you're doing it. It's fun, it's naughty, and that means it shouldn't be going on. You shouldn't be doing this.
But if you're going to do it well.
Yeah, but, you know.
If you're going to do it, really have your shit on point.
I mean, the fact that you're writing into a podcast that hasn't even sorted out its audio for advice on this really says you don't really give a shit.
You don't care. You don't care.
Who else has some problems?
Is that we done with that one?
Yeah, they know they shouldn't be doing it.
Yeah, don't do it.
You naughty devils.
Yeah, sort it out, you fucks. Or don't, I don't know.
Oh, yeah, you know. Bring me in.
How did this go into you say bring me in?
Yeah, come on, make it extra spicy.
All right, here we go. I'm drinking way too much Guinness at the moment.
What an East London problem.
Yeah, I need to calm down.
I'm in a Guinness shirt. He's written into a guy in a Guinness shirt.
I need to calm down. Keep binge drinking the stuff. I'm 43 years old. I'm better than this. How do I drink socially without making everything a session? A 43-year-old man's hangover lasts like 3 days, bro. Well, you're 43. You shouldn't be saying bro. That's dumb for you now. That's the problem. Because he's saying bro and he wears a Supreme t-shirt and he's still, bruv, they're done. That's done for you. All right? All you need to do is, you need to switch over to what, this is the real advice. What you need to do is, because what it is you're going out every weekend and you're having, so like say if you drink, say 6 pints, right? That's you getting on it. That's not on it. What you need to do is a couple times a year. See, you ever seen the Michael Jordan documentary?
Mm-hmm.
You know, and remember it was
the Dancing Boys of Afghanistan.
The Dancing Boys, no. But you know the Michael Jordan doc, and it was, who's the guy with the blonde hair?
Dennis Rodman.
He came to the coach and said, listen, coach, I need 3 days just to be free. I need to go Vegas. I need to just go and be fucked up for 3 days, and I'll come back and I'll work. And they let him go. Sometimes I tell my girl, I say, babe, I love you. I need to go to Amsterdam for a weekend just to get evil out of my system. She thinks I'm walking down red light district. Actually, I'm just having a waffle without her.
Yeah, just some cream and just some quiet.
but I just need to eat what I want to eat, do what I want to do, hang out. Do you know what I'm saying? And I think what he needs to do is maybe once, twice a year, you need to go and just get absolutely fucking mangled to the point that you don't want to drink anymore. And then that's going to be for the rest of the year, you're chill.
I think that's good advice for anyone who doesn't understand addiction in the slightest. Yeah. That's amazing advice. Because I have my battles with alcohol. There's not a vice I'm not involved in. But I don't stay in one long enough to become addicted. So sometimes it's I'm training loads. Sometimes I've never really got into gambling. Never really got into sex workers. But like if it's drugs and drink, I like a dabble. You have to get to the point where you go, I've got this as an issue. So what are my chances of it?
I don't think he's saying he's an alcoholic though. He's just saying that he likes to fucking piss up.
Right. Famously what alcoholics do.
Okay, fair enough.
But if you're going out drinking all the time, it's, you know, I have it in this job. Like my drinking the last couple of weeks has been unacceptable. Even partway through this podcast when we're talking about drink, I'm like, I would love to go for a pint. But you have to get to the point where you go, I have to either quit this or manage this.
Yeah.
That's with that. The same with if it's Coke. Like you can't be out doing coke all the time because it's too much fun. So you have to go,
Does coke help with your hangover?
Makes it absolutely worse and you're going to snap at your family.
So maybe he needs to have a drink and a coke bit. Oh, do you know what, actually? This is better advice. Scrap my first bit of advice. Just change to weed. You're a weed guy now.
So no, I'm more boring than a weed guy.
Yeah, but he's 43. How fucking interesting can he be?
I know, bro. This is your problem is if you give up
You're
alcohol.
a weed guy. You're a weed guy
You're
now.
probably a laugh. Is that camera still? Yeah. If you're into the drink, here's your options. You either moderate it or you give it up. And understand if you give it up, you're going to come the ice bath sauna guy. You're going to be posting reels about how you're a wolf and you're bench press and you're on the carnivore diet. And nobody likes that guy. Nobody likes that guy.
I think, do you know what? This is the thing. I think being 43, you need to transition into being the ice bath guy, being the sauna guy, being the kettlebell guy.
So go follow Dave Goggins.
Yep. That's the advice. You gotta go follow Dave Goggins. You gotta start running, join a run club. Yeah.
No, too many women around for that.
Or a bike.
Oh, there you go.
Get a bike. That's it.
Go.
You're gonna be a bike guy now. You're gonna be a bike guy. You're gonna smoke weed sometimes, right? And you're gonna be a kettlebell guy. And you're gonna get into Joe Rogan supplements. You're gonna start popping Alpha Brain. You're gonna get into all of that.
Yeah, but just go deadlifting.
And the money you will save, bro. Because I bet right now you've only got a PS3. That's what I bet. I bet how you're living. You got a fucking PS3, bruv. You need to save your money up, get yourself a PS5. Yeah. Come join COD.
Also, like, maybe go to a meeting.
Or go to a meeting.
Not come to a guy in a Guinness shirt and say, my problem is I drink too much Guinness. Because I'm going to level with you. So do I.
Yeah.
Well, I'm doing all right.
But I don't think he's saying alcoholic. I think what he's saying is, it's just that thing of, and we all have it, where we can't stop the party. Because he's not saying, oh my God, I'm losing my house. And he's still working. He's still doing all this. He just likes to go out on the weekend and get fucked up.
What?
So I think you're 43 now. You need to do some Dave Goggins. You need to get a bike, right? You need to stop saying bro, stop wearing the Supreme. Actually, they still do that shit. You smoke weed now sometimes. And yeah, you get into kettlebells and Joe Rogan supplements. That's the diagnosis.
Right. I don't know if that's great advice for what is a guy trying to reach out that he's man, the first step is acceptance that you're fucking up. And you've done the hardest step by writing into a podcast that might last another 2 weeks.
If you're lucky. All right.
And and after man, go to meetings, go and just fucking if it is a problem, like you go, right, I've got one or two, I've got to go figure out what this is. Like that's making me do this. My thing is I like a laugh too much. So I have to, don't go to those things after work. When everyone's going, you've just got to get the mental strength. And each time you say no, that's like a fucking bicep curl for your brain to go, I'm not doing this anymore. And then just go out on a Friday. Or Thursday, work from home on Friday. That's work from home day. Not that you're probably a professional, you probably drive a truck or something and you're doing it hungover. But, in which case, hats off to you.
Should we do another one or should we?
Yeah, we'll do one more.
If you fancy your best friend's dad, should you have an affair?
Absolutely.
You think so?
Yeah, spice it up.
How would you feel if one of your mates shagged your mum?
Fucking, it's good for her to get around, isn't it? She's a bit lonely. She's got the cats. No, I'd be furious. I'd be absolutely furious.
Don't fuck your friend's dad.
Don't fuck your friend's dad.
Don't fuck your friend's dad.
You're going to.
We can't stop you. You've done it already.
This is by the time this comes out, you're
already
going to be
fucked him.
Listening to this podcast with the jizz in the back of your throat.
And he was willing.
Yeah.
There was no pushback from the dad.
I mean, don't take it this is a girl who's written in, and if it is a guy, then fair play. We're LGBT positive on this podcast. We can't stop you. That's what you get up to. But no, if you shouldn't be sitting there.
No, I think no.
But at what point in the chatting to your friend's dad have you realised you could do it?
And this is the thing. I think the idea of it sounds great for you. He's your friend's dad. Like, he's not some cool, suave guy.
No.
Do you know what I mean? He's like, he's a dad now.
Yeah, you're going to be in bed with him. He's going to get up 3 times in the night to go for a piss, and you're going to find it annoying.
Do you know what I mean? He can't eat spicy food because of his prostate. You don't want that. You don't want that. Sort it out. Sort it out. He ain't even got a PlayStation. That guy had a PS3. He ain't even got one.
No,
he still plays a fucking Atari.
Yeah, you're going to be with him one day. He's going to be like, how do I sign into iTunes?
Yeah.
How do I do it?
Yeah, you're gonna just have to do all of that for him. You're gonna have to. He's gonna text really slow on WhatsApp because he only messages with one finger.
Yeah, big letters on the WhatsApp as well.
He's gonna absolutely drown you in emojis.
Yeah, you know you shouldn't be doing that, and it also comes down to how good is this friend. Like anything like that, are you willing to lose this friend over your shitty behavior? Like if if they're a good friend, don't do it. If someone's your friend, you shouldn't be doing that.
Yeah.
But we understand it's hot.
We understand.
We gather both sides of the story on this podcast.
Yeah.
As filmmakers,
Yeah.
we want to show everything.
We're neutral.
We're neutral.
We're neutral
On everything.
Yeah.
Every conflict.
Everything. We sit on the fence constantly.
Yes.
All we do is have splinters from the set for the fencing.
This is Elliot and Jamali's guide to trigonometry. This is we're going to bring in Tommy Robinson and go, interesting. And that's how we work on this podcast.
That's how we work.
If the friend's dad's Tommy Robinson, you should absolutely fuck him, by the way. You should absolutely.
All right. This has been it. This has been the Drive Time Show with Jamali
And Elliot.
Thank you for listening.
Like, subscribe, comment. Yeah. We appreciate you.
Patreon's coming soon.
Patreon's coming soon. If you like the clips and if you subscribe and all of that, leave the comments, rate us 5-star, all of those good things to show your support. We read every comment because we've got nothing going on in our lives, and your support means a lot to us. We will sort the audio out at some point.
Yeah, next episode. Peace.